crazy questions. Just so everyone knows, I know I'm not the usual face you're used to listening to. Normally I'm Aramil, the annoying bard who keeps trying to cause mischief, while somehow supporting gods, several of them. Today I'm the dungeon master of a Hoard of the Dragon Queen campaign, and we're going to be playing with about 7 players currently, and that may increase to up to 10 by the end of all of this. But we'll see. So, without further ado, let's get started. First character, introduce yourself. Our original dungeon master, Adam.
Oh.
Who are you? Why are you?
But really, what? Alright, so my character's name is Axri. He is a high elf chosen by God himself, Odin, as one of his many clerics.
Nice.
Yeah, I was taken at a young age after finding the birthmark of Odin on me, and been there for the last 100 years.
Oh, snap.
I like it. All right, next up, what's this name? Adine Draven. I want to hear about it.
Adine.
Who are you?
I am a half-elf druid, and I was raised out in the Outlands with a small tribe of other half-elves. And one day when I was out adventuring, my whole tribe was murdered and my homeland destroyed. And I blame myself for not being there when people invaded our home.
It's okay, we blame you too.
So now I seek revenge.
That's fair.
Ooh, revenge story.
One little fact about Adine. Whenever she uses her animal form, too often she switches genders.
Genders.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, at this point I feel like I should ask, since we're in 2021, what's your pronouns, plural? Because I need to know both sides of it now.
Just refer she, her, but like physically she switches genders.
Okay. Alright, next up,
Don't do
Norway
Kevin, he walked. I was like, don't do Kevin, he walked away.
Oh, every time. Every time we're about to talk to Kevin, he disappears.
Every time.
For people who don't watch our show regularly, last week we were in a different campaign, and when Kevin had a grand entrance, because he was thought to be dead, he disappeared from camera as we told his epic entrance.
It was pretty epic.
He missed his own entrance.
Like, literally so epic.
Yeah. Alright, well, he's about to come back. We'll wait for it.
Well, I
He's
think
probably guessing that we're talking
I don't think that was Kevin's character that you were saying. I was just saying don't call on him.
Yeah.
You did that thing where you went away again? You dick.
Oh, Norman Knight.
I did say
That's
pirate
indie
bag.
roller. Okay, so yeah, Norman Knightfoot. Let me hear about it.
Okay, I am a wood elf ranger. I was inspired by my parents, who were also wanderers in their adventures. I usually am drawn into the mountains, and have recently returned from working in the grassland.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. Okay, next up, Gnome Skillet. Tell me about your character.
Can everybody hear me, first of all?
Yeah.
We can hear
you.
Gnome Skillet.
Yeah, we like to hang out in the back line, make sure everybody's okay. But I know a story relevant to almost every situation. I settle for nothing less than perfection.
All right.
Okay.
And finally, who did I not hit yet? Two left. Osiris Nezo. tell us about your character.
Oh, hello. So, I am just currently going back to my character sheet because I had to edit something real quick.
Perfect sense.
So I was in the middle of editing it or whatever because I realized there's it didn't carry over my background change from earlier. So,
Mine didn't either. I'm gonna have to fix it.
so now we should be good though. So yeah, my name is Osiris. I am a high elf fighter. I ran away from my home at a young age after learning my parents lied to me about having a family member, and I ran away to become a pirate and spent several years out in the sea and like learning how to plunder and all that fun stuff. And however, my captain betrayed me. I was actually on another vessel when I learned that he was trying to steal everything. And by the time I got back, he had already been gone and destroyed the ship that we were on. And here I am.
Okay.
Now it's 2 more.
1. Wait, 2 more? Who did I miss?
Me and Cub.
I know. I was about to. Oh,
The
dude,
tiefling,
I
the
missed that one.
tieflings that flirt, the whole entire other situations, the whole other stream. That's all
Well,
that
they're not
happens.
that anymore.
Yet.
Yeah, they're not.
All right, my bad. So, in this case, let's start with Sakura. Tell us about your character.
That's me. I am Sakura. I am a female half-elf. I am a necromancer. I was the daughter of a very evil man, and he controlled me to kill thousands of people. And I finally broke free from his grasp, and I killed him in front of all of the supporters that he had. And when I tried to bring him back to life, I ended up turning him into one of my undead minions by accident. So now his supporters are trying to find me because I am the next rightful heir to the throne of his clan, basically. But I don't want to be that anymore. So I'm trying to basically run away. But I get reminded every time I summon my minion because of my undead father.
Nice. Okay. And finally, Megan Haromack. I'm hoping I said that right.
So it's Magoon. I'm gonna go with Magoon.
I don't know. I like
Oh,
Megan.
my bad, you
I
did
did
say
marry a
that.
Megan.
And I called my Magoon.
Well, fortunately
You're
for
just
me,
Megan.
I don't base my characters off your wife's name, so I'm gonna go with Magoon right now. I'm a half orc. I escaped from an orc camp once I figured out what they do. And I'm not like a hermit, but I enjoy solitude in the forest where I'm a ranger. And yeah, that's it.
Alright.
All right. Okay,
Man.
so,
We got a lot of interesting backstories this time.
yep, and now that I know them all, I can make weird little side quests and things based on them. But for now, I need everyone, before we even get started, to roll a d10. Now, for new players, D&D Beyond can do that. There should be a little control at the bottom left of that screen that will show you how to, that will basically let you pick a dice to roll.
I can never remember what the D10 looks like.
Alright. Otherwise, I'll roll for you on roll, or if you go on roll 20, you can do the same thing. There's a, on the left, there should be a little 20-sided die shape. It's like a crazy thing.
It's like a crazy thing.
You can go on there and hit D10.
It's like a crazy.
It's a crazy looking thing. I'm trying to think of the shape name. It's is it dodecahedron
Oops.
or is it
I rolled a
duodecahedron?
D8.
A D10.
Well, Deca is 10.
Yeah, it's a dodecahedron.
I think
Okay.
Dodeca
Yeah.
is
No, I'm
20,
saying
right?
the
Yeah.
symbol to open the dice menu.
Technically,
Yeah.
it's the symbol of, yeah.
So
dodecahedron. Not a big
dodecahedron
deal.
for that menu. Yeah.
Just
No,
like
I spent
always, we're
20
making
minutes
things
at
more
least to
complicated.
the shape
Yes.
name.
Of course.
That's what we do best.
I rolled a 7,
That's how we
Derek.
roll. Okay.
I rolled a 7,
Alright,
Derek.
so-
Sorry, I'm
Mine
still
not
not
being
integrated
great.
because I'm still using my iPad instead of my laptop.
Yeah, mine didn't
Gotcha.
roll over, so
Alright.
I'm just rolling one on roll 20. I got a 3.
Alright, go ahead and do that. Okay, so. Alright, let me get these open real quick because the special backgrounds for this campaign, for why you ended up here, and that will decide where I'm going to start you on the map.
Oh man.
Alright, so I will send them. Well, let's have a vote. You guys want me to send them each to you privately, or just tell you all your stuff and let you type it in yourselves?
I mean, is it
Whatever you
easier
want.
just to tell us? What's
What
more
would be
time?
It
easier
is
for
so
you?
much easier to just tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely just telling you. Okay, so,
Okay.
all right, so we've got Brian rolled a 9. So Brian, on top of all of your background story, you and your family were once members of the cult as well, of the Cult of the Dragon, until your rivals in the cult arranged to have you wiped out. Though they slaughtered your kin, you survived. But they think you're dead. Now is your chance for vengeance. You have a hit list. A human cultist named Frulam Mondath, a half-orc named Bogluck, and a half-dragon named Resmir. And for the beginning of your story, you have arrived in Greenest, knowing it's next on the cult's list of targets.
All right. Sounds
All right,
good.
so I will copy and paste that so you can add it to your story. All right, next up, Alexis, you originally rolled a 4.
I think she rolled a 4 like 3 times.
You knew something. I know, she rolled a few, but I'm going with the first one. So, Anthar Froome, a crusading warrior and champion of good, is an old friend and mentor of yours as well. He has asked you to travel to Greenest in search of rumors of increasing dragon activity. So that's why you're here. So you are also arriving with a traveling party. Next up, K Biggs rolled a 3. Actually, I'm sorry, Shelby. That's the 7 that you rolled essentially.
I rolled
On
a 7.
his
yeah.
deathbed. On his deathbed. So literally, when you were killing him.
When I was
Um.
murdering my own father.
Yeah. During his death, he looked you dead in the eyes and confessed that he had been involved in the Cult of the Dragon and that they paid him to
Makes a
smuggle
lot of
goods across the Sword Coast. Racked by his own guilt at the horrible things he's done with his life, including your own torture and control, he begs you to go investigate the cult and undo the evil that he has fostered his entire life. And he urged you to begin your search in the town of Greenest. All right, K Biggs. Every 5 nights, you have a strange sequence of apocalyptic dreams.
Oh boy.
The world is destroyed by cold, choking fumes, lightning storms, waves of acid, and horrible fire. Each time the dream ends with 10 eyes glaring at you from the darkness. You feel a strange compulsion to travel to Greenest. Perhaps the answer to the riddle your dreams awaits you there. All right, next up, Olivia, you got number 1.
Hey,
Did I copy and paste Kevin's? Yes, I did.
Yes.
Good. Olivia, Leosin Erlenthar, a wandering monk, once saved your life. He sent you urgent word to meet him in a small town called Greenest. Looks like it's time to pay that debt back.
damn
That's it. You're just here because of a life debt. I know. All right, who's up next? Nick. All right, so number 6. All right, so you, although you didn't know this, were the grandchild of a renowned dragon slayer. And it's usually a good way to impress people, but last week you may have mentioned it to the wrong people. A gang of ruffians attacks you outside of a local bar. You barely escape with your life, but as you fled, the ruffians told you that the Cult of the Dragon never forgets. You're hoping to lie low in a sleepy little town called Greenest until this blows over. That's an unfortunate place to try to lay low. So Nick, you're gonna be in one of these houses, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna kind of like bring you out when it's time for you to reveal yourself. All right. So there's yours. That's the latest copied and pasted one. All right. Who's left? I got
Me.
Adam. 8. And then did I miss Brian's again? Am I no, I told you.
No, I was first.
Yeah. Yeah, you were first. 1, 2, 3. Deer in the end, Adam. Sorry, X-Ray.
Yeah, no, sorry.
We killed your family?
Completely on my side, we were 100% frozen, so. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's okay. Alright, so the dragons destroyed everything you hold dear. Now, since your backstory, as I know, does not include a real family, your chosen family has been killed and your home destroyed. Now with nothing but what you carry on your back and a horrid scar of the near-fatal wounds you sustained in the attack, you seek revenge.
We lost Nick.
No, I think he just turned off his camera.
We lost Nick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, he did. It just repositioned. Sorry.
Nick?
Hello.
It says hang loose.
Okay.
He's like, I'm good. Leave me alone.
Okay, cool. Alright, good. Okay, so 1. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm now going to place all of you on the map as I see fit. I have not added any of your token pictures yet. Alright, so Magoon,
I has
you
no
were.
map.
You have no map? That's okay.
We are
That's
getting
okay.
to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just
you
wondering
still
if
have
there was
no
supposed to be a map. Got it.
Not yet.
Got it.
Not yet.
All you see is
All right,
black.
so
I literally just a big black square. I was like, oh god.
Alright, so hang on, I'm just adding everybody in. I feel like something's happening to my keyboard. I will deal with that in a moment. Alright.
Adam said
So-
he added everyone's tokens in though.
Oh no, anyone who sent me a picture,
He
which was only
sent-
3 people.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
There we go. Okay, fixed it. Anyway. Alright, X-ray. And of course, I will let you guys add your pictures as you see fit. But for the time being, most of you are arriving in a sort of traveling party. The rest of you, and one of you, actually, because I realized that only one of your backstories actually required you to, not do that. Hang on. Alright. I will deal with that later. Alright, nameplates. That's all I need. And to give you guys vision.
My token doesn't have a picture.
Yes, so like I said, you need to send me some pictures. I know Adam sent me
I
one.
sent them to Adam.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be
I'll
putting
work
those
on
in
this.
as I go. All right, you do that then. That sounds good too. All right, so everyone is in. So let me.
I don't know if I'm in.
What?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Where? I
Zoom
see
out
you.
like all the way. It's like the very, very bottom.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I know why.
I'm all the way zoomed out.
I know why you don't, because I added all these tokens earlier, but you had not accepted the invite yet.
Mm.
So I have not given you control of your token yet. That's why that is.
First
Edit.
game is always a shit show.
Yes, it is. That's gonna be okay. All right. Can you see now, Brian?
Yeah, I can see the token, just nothing around me.
Can you?
That's fine.
Do you feel me now?
Okay.
Can you see it, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, there we go.
Can you
Okay,
see it
perfect.
now, Mr. Krabs?
I can see
All
it
right,
now.
So,
I don't have anything either. I don't know. Let's have a black square.
zoom way out real quick.
Yeah, did you zoom all the way out on your map?
I'm all the way out.
Just Still not seeing anything? Oh, you were the other person who was not loaded in yet earlier when I did this. Okay. That is why. And now I'm going to fix that. Alexis, there we go. Save changes.
Someone
All
just
right, now
got
zoom all the
killed.
way up. And now,
Someone has a red
apparently,
X.
Osiris Mizo has killed himself in battle. That's fine.
Yeah, that was
All
me
right,
on accident. Yeah.
All right. I am sorry this took so long, but we are ready. Let me add
What
the
do you
grid
define
to
as
this map.
ready?
Yeah, right.
Of sound, mind, and something.
Wait, we're supposed to be of sound mind?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, boy.
I can't edit icons.
Oh, absolutely not.
So
We're-
that's gonna be on you.
I think Adley are out.
Yep.
All right, I'll take care of that as we go. But grid on, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, now can everyone see a tiny bit of grid?
Yes.
It'll be
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
light. Good, then we can start playing. Okay. All right, and did it seriously? Okay, no, I can see everything perfect. Yep, all right, good. Yes, that's what I wanted to check. Okay, so the vision's working, everything's working. All right. That was a rough start. Chapter 1. The town of Greenest, as you see it, was founded by a halfling. And as you have come over the cliffs to look at it, you notice nothing but sadness and despair. Screams of agony and fear, fires raining everywhere. The adventurers
My type of
have come
town.
from the road. Have come from the road after hearing of this town. For whatever reasons, they have found each other by accident on the way here. They have come together. And Sakura will stay where I put her. As the characters approach Greenest, they see a blue dragon flying around the town, burning everything it can. You see cultists in black robes and little creatures that are dragon-like but small and kind of disgusting. Some of you recognize them as kobolds. You see people all over the town looting and pillaging. You see random peasants and farmers running around in fear for their lives. For the past several days, you've been traveling the road that winds lazily across the rolling grasslands of the green fields. Sundown has approached, and as you see the town of Greenest, you see what I've described already. Instead of the pleasant, welcoming town, nothing but death. Greenest is being attacked by dragons.
Sick.
And as you all come up the hill, you see what looks like a family huddled behind. Well, hang on, these people are humongous. That doesn't make any sense. Just shrink them down.
It could be a family of giants.
Wrong campaign.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, right.
So definitely not. These aren't Yetis.
Also, I was about
All
to say,
right,
if there's
so-
any fucking Yetis in this campaign, I'm gonna lose my
What's
shit.
wrong with the Yetis?
Yeah,
So,
right.
you see a family huddled behind this house, or if you can see that, and you see them very, very
Quadruplets.
cautiously looking around the corner of that house.
Am I allowed to
Hang on one
move now?
sec. Not yet.
Okay.
I am going to create some imagination.
Ooh.
I like that this family looks the same. Are they like quadruplets?
Nope. 3 of them are children. One of them, there's a slightly injured-looking husband, a wife holding a spear, and 3 children running for their friggin' lives.
It does
Well,
sound
hiding
like
for the
Kevin's
friggin' lives.
village.
Without warning, 5 humans are hiding behind the house in front of you. A limping man and 3 young children race across the street into more shadows. A woman carrying a round shield and a broken spear turns and faces back in the direction from which they came. As some of you can see, or may not be seeing, several kobolds are standing on the path. One sec, because I gotta...
You gotta find the kobolds.
make them. No. I've already got the kobolds on the map. I realized that I needed more of them because we actually have 7 people playing.
Oh, now I see them.
You gotta scale
Oh,
it.
there's a lot.
So,
Holy shit,
as
there's a
you
lot.
see these kobolds, you have to make the decision. Will you help this family? Or will you sneeze into your arm? No. Will you simply ignore this incident and walk on by?
I choose to sneeze into my arm.
Yeah, same.
All right, well, that's a fair decision.
Yeah, does that give her position only?
Got you. Bless you. Shit.
Plus, it does give her position. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Adam, roll for. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll
You know
for
what? You said it.
performance.
Roll for Constitution. Roll a
Roll
Constitution.
for
save.
performance. How good is that sneeze?
Alright, you said
It
Constitution.
theme was she bit my penis.
I did.
Yes.
Wow.
I
I'm pretty good on
apologize.
that.
Don't you move yet. All right, so you did not sneeze at all. You held it in.
By Odin's grace.
However, it doesn't matter. By Odin's grace, you held it in for no reason, because as the kobolds continue walking, they locate this family. What will you guys do?
Do they see us?
I'm going to cast.
They see you, but they seem to be more focused on this family.
I'm going to cast Unseen Servant, and I'm
Oh.
going to tell my servant to help the family get away.
Okay.
Safely.
Post unseen servant, so I can verify what that does.
I can say it to you.
Nick, you're
I don't
okay.
have
You didn't
posting
almost sneeze.
abilities. Alright. This spell creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force that performs simple tasks at your
By
command
accident.
until the spell ends.
Creates my
Servant
brother.
springs into existence in an unoccupied space on the ground within range. It has an AC 10, 1 hit point, and a strength of 2, and it can't attack. If it drops to 0 hit points, the spell ends. Once on each of your turns as a bonus action, you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object. The servant can perform simple tasks that a human servant could do, such as fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding clothes, lighting fires, serving food, and pouring wine. Once you give the command, the servant performs the task to the best of its ability until it completes the task, then waits for your next command.
All right. So what are you commanding?
If you
to
command
do?
the servant to perform a task that would move, I'm commanding him to walk over to the family and help them get away quickly.
By like telling them or
I'm gonna ask how.
support the dad.
Just walk
help
up, be the
them and
cheerleader. You guys can do this.
Walk up to the family and help them in any way that they can, any way that.
Okay, based on the way I read the spell, you're going to have to give it a much more specific and less complicated order.
I'm going to tell him to walk up to the father and attend to his wounds.
Oh boy. All right. So, as you've done this, the father is terrified by the invisible force that seems to be touching him and now lifting him.
I'm just gonna look over and be like, "It's okay. He's here to help," and then look back towards the family.
He looks directly at
Towards
me and
the-
says, "Who's here to help?"
You gotta understand
I'm
he's a
just gonna be
simple.
Who are you?
My father's here to help.
That's terrifying. Okay.
Can
Yes, it is. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Can I attack this kobold with my longbow?
Yes, but that will enter everyone into combat, just so you're aware.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So if you're down with that, let's go.
Wait,
with that.
we
Oh,
sacrifice
yeah.
us all.
You should feel like you know how he's gonna do that. He'll do that anyways.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let me load up the kobold sheet, but I'm pretty sure you missed.
Yeah, I think it's a 12.
Kobold. Yes. Yeah, by the way, guys, don't be concerned that Brian knows this. He has played against kobolds many times because our original campaign that wasn't streamed was this campaign.
Yeah, so I know exactly what I'm doing.
Granted, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows he wants to fuck up these kobolds. However, you did miss.
Yeah.
So, everyone roll initiative, and make sure you click your token before you roll initiative. I'm going to take this moment to add a token to one of the characters right now, while you all roll initiative. So first we're gonna add pictures to X-Ray Nez.
Oh,
Desktop.
you rolled twice.
Hoard the Dragon.
Take the first one.
Oh shit, I have to roll initiative. I didn't realize we were rolling initiative. I blacked out. Dang it!
How do you do this?
I rolled a 5.
You okay? All right,
You,
so you'll see there's a spot on on your D&D character sheet that says initiative, and you'll click that. You'll click on your token on Roll20, and then you'll click on that number, and it will roll
Right
initiative.
next to your armor class.
This decides your what's the word I'm looking for?
There you go.
Turn order. All right, good, perfect.
So you
It's a
hit
little
initiative on
laggy,
what?
so that's it. Just initiative. It'll do everything for you.
Yeah.
Roll initiative like 5 times. Yeah.
Yep, just once. You can only.
We'll go with the first one, of course.
Yeah, go with the first one. I might have been a
If I
quick
roll like 8 initiatives, can I go 8 times?
special double click.
So Roll20 is a little slow, so like just hit something and then you're probably gonna have to like
Give it
5 seconds for it to like do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
So just give it a couple seconds and then it'll usually do what it needs to do. So you only have to hit things one time. It might just think a little bit while it does it.
It keeps giving me tutorials every time I do it, so that might be why there's 4 of them up there, but we'll go with the 8.
Yeah,
You
it's just
can
'cause
turn that
Yeah,
off
we're-
somehow.
we can figure
I
that
think
out.
you
Alright,
just have to
so,
do everything
alright,
at least
well,
once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it'll be before it lets you just do that. Okay, so who hasn't rolled yet? Oh, right, I have to add Sakura's in there for.
She's special.
I
Alright,
rolled a 5. Sorry.
That's right.
Okay, so no one has any pictures and no one has any names, so I have no idea what the initial order
I
is.
promise I'm working on that.
For next week, just
Is
send me a
it? Can I
picture of
not
what you
see
want
anyone
your
else's
character to look
name?
Right.
Yeah, can I not see anyone else's name because technically, like, we haven't met each other yet?
Correct.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay,
because
that's what I thought.
actually they should be in your journals. You should be able to see them.
I can't
Alright,
see
so
anyone's
Sakura-
name. I can see my own.
Yeah. See, on the map, we can only read our name under our avatar.
Yeah,
We can't see everybody
yeah.
else's name. But if we, yes,
Ah.
in our
Okay.
journal, everybody's there.
Okay, so I will get pictures loaded up. Throughout this battle, I will add a picture to you guys each of your first turns, basically. So take a moment, Google a picture that you want of yourself, even if it's something silly, and send it to me in Discord real fast.
Mine's in my
If you've already
character
sent me
sheet
one, I've already got it. I will take it.
I sent mine to Adam.
Or,
Yours is already done.
okay. Yep. I'll drop the tokens in, and then we'll have that fixed.
Well, send me the picture. I'll create
Okay.
the token, and then we'll go from there.
You need mine again, or do you already have it?
Not yours.
Also, Adam, just a
Yeah,
quick
That's what I
question.
thought.
How do I get? How do I see Shelby's rolls? How did you do it?
Oh, I literally always had to keep up a copy of D&D Beyond, and when you're on the screen where you're seeing everybody's
And her
names, when you're so all you have to do is
Yeah.
click on game log.
Yeah, I say if you want. I mean, like Shelby's not a liar, but like anybody that has a D&D Beyond sheet open sees when she rolls. It like
Yeah,
pops
trust
up the
me.
banner.
Yeah,
From
I-
being
I'll
her
just-
DM for a while,
I'll just
she
tell
doesn't
you.
fudge her rolls. Sometimes I swear. Like,
I don't.
wish
I'm
she
not
would,
gonna lie.
But
Yeah,
fudge her
sometimes my
rolls,
rolls
they-
are really shitty, and I'm just like, fuck, I rolled a 2.
All right, Mad
Yeah, I
Knowledge
can
of
just tell
Magic
you what I
right
rolled.
now.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, she's
All right.
too
Sorry
animated to lie
if
to you.
it's taking me a little bit.
I can't
I'm
hide my
doing,
face if I roll a bad number. I'm just like.
Yeah, right? You're
I'm
like,
being
oh,
reacclimated to
it's
being
an
DM.
Nat 20.
Right.
All right.
Like, oh god damn it, natural 19.
Yeah, right.
Commoner. Line and
Oh
twist.
god, there's so many
Here we go.
kobolds.
That's just
All
turn
right,
order,
so
Oh,
who rolled criticals?
I did.
Oh,
I know
the
Brian rolled
family's in it
critical.
too? Oh god.
So, Brian, you're up first, and you go twice because you rolled a crit success.
Perfect. So I'm just gonna attack this what you call it again, and
Kobold.
that hits. Yeah, kobold. So I do 4 damage to him. I'm gonna attack him again with the longbow.
Okay.
That also should hit. So
The initiative box just went away.
Nick, I just looked at what you sent me.
Hey, DM, you turned the turn order off. Thank
What?
you.
There it
I
is.
did not mean to do that. All
I
right,
say
so
if
you sent
If you
that.
want
You sent
to
that
the
shot.
who's who right now, if you have your mouse selected in the turnover or whatever, it'll highlight the player, the icon. You know what I mean? Of whose turn it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
That way you can at
This
least
will
see.
reduce confusion until I've added all the
Oh,
pictures.
oh god. I did not
All right,
mean
so
to do that.
boom. So that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it the Adam way. Describe that demise.
just an arrow through the head. He falls over and dies.
That's a me way?
He squeals as he dies. Yeah, you gave me the describe the demise trick. All right, and
My
go
camera
again.
froze up again. God damn it.
Oh, wait, you went twice. And then okay, so you did 2 headshots on these guys basically.
Oh, I
Not
killed them
headshots,
both.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
That one
Okay.
is my bad. That one only suffered 4 damage, so he got hit like straight through the neck. He is still alive, but he looks he's so red and yet he is turning pale.
Right.
Next up, this little kid runs for his life. I know this kid looks like a young commoner woman, but she isn't. She's a child.
Perfect sense.
Yep.
Yes. Line and Swift, the very brave commoner woman, decides to stand her ground next to Sakura and draws her spear and moves forward to stab at one of the kobolds. So let me just get that open. Spear, there we go.
Ignore that, my bad.
Shh. What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah,
Mending.
so she hits.
Remember that broken spear?
Are you just reminding me of mending?
No, I accidentally clicked on it.
She stabs the kobold in the leg for 3 damage. Kuth, her injured husband, stands with his children, even though he looks like he's about to bleed out.
Did
And
my
that's when the
unseen
bad stuff
servant not
happens.
do anything?
It's like helping him stand, but he's terrified of the fact that there's something invisible touching him. Because he's a commoner and doesn't know
Such a
much of the ways
pussy.
of magic. This kobold attempts to grapple and carry off this child,
Oh god.
and has picked up the child.
Oh boy.
This kobold is now carrying a child.
When's it due?
So when attacking, be careful. I'm just gonna ignore that. I don't even know what to say to that.
You would.
Norwin Nightfoot, you're up. Alright.
Did you get my
And
picture,
while
Adam?
you do your
Yeah,
turn,
working
I'm
on it
gonna.
right now.
Perfect.
Yep, I am doing the same. I've got Nick's picture, and alright, you just want to be a starry sky, Alexis. Alright, sounds good.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's way easier to try to set up for a token than anything else. All right.
Am I rolling like the initiative again?
Nope. You're good to go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna So since it's your turn in the turn order, you're gonna move forward or do whatever you want to do. Your actions, since you're a new player, right?
Yes.
So your character. Let me take a look at yours real quick. So your speed decides how far you're able to go during combat. Each of these squares are 10 feet, but during combat, I'm going to say they're worth 5. You're able to move 6 squares during combat. And then after that, you'll pick your chosen attack or your chosen move. You might like heal someone, you might attack someone, and your D&D sheet should show everything that you have available. Let me get yours open. There it is. Okay. You are... Alright, so you're able to move 35 feet. So you can move 7 squares, actually.
Yeah, because she's at 4 herself.
Yep. Well, no, she's... Oh, yeah, what else? Yeah, you're right. Oh, I gave her too much dark vision. I forgot that she was not a drow.
By the way, I sent
cut that down to
over,
60.
What is your name on this one, Cov?
Magoon.
Magoon. Okay, so Magoon, I sent you
Magoon.
in the big 3 chat.
Alright, I will add all of those over. Currently uploading the other ones. Alright, so we've got Sloth, Stars, and then we'll go over to the big 3. Alright, so this is Brian's. Save image as Brian. And choose 5, Brian. Alright, so let me check the chat. Alright, so Alexis, so what do you want to do this turn?
I guess I will attack.
Alright, so I'll just give you a mulligan here. That is a child. You want to be hitting
Okay.
these guys. Unless you have a range attack, and
I'm standing in front of Ray.
She is a ranger.
Yeah, so that's a little... Oh, okay, then yeah, my bad. Alright, so yeah, so you...
So you could like use your longbow or something to like hit one of these dragons over here.
So if you click your longbow, it should give you like the option to attack.
I would roll then with the longbow.
Yes.
So if you,
Yep.
if you click it, it should do it for you.
Yep.
Yeah, did that
Yeah,
on
it
my...
came through.
Yep, there it goes. Alright. So which one do you want to hit? You can highlight enemies or anything by holding down your mouse button, and it'll like ping what you're pointing at.
So I
That one right there.
will
Okay.
hit the one.
All right, so that is a hit. So go ahead and roll for damage. So just click the pink longbow thing on the Roll20 chat, and that'll roll for damage. Yep.
There it goes.
Boom. Oh, rerolled. That was weird. Either way, it hits. All right, 7 damage. So as this kobold just got speared, tell me how you killed him.
He reached into my pack. I'm standing behind this family, aimed in order to take down the kobold before it could cause any harm to the woman.
Nice. All right. So that kobold is
First
dead.
time is already more descriptive than Ken.
Hey, shut up.
Woo-hoo.
Yep. You're doing great already. All right, so
Yeah,
this
seven
child
damage is
after
pretty
she-
good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So this child is now huddled against the house, seeing as she just saw a kobold pick up her little brother, And that is when this almost dead kobold begins limping towards the man who, shot him in the neck and tries to fire his sling at him. However, he's going to get disadvantaged seeing as he is holding a throat wound. So what's your AC? Brian?
14. 14.
Sorry.
You're all good.
Okay. So you pretty coolly just like tilt your head and dodge a stone going by.
Nice.
And that is when Axray Nez steps up.
Seeing everything going on, seeing the kobolds, I take my relic, which is a symbol of Odin's power. I start to pray. And I'm actually going to cast Bless on Aldine, Osiris, and Axray.
Okay. Please ignore the extra tokens. I'm doing a little exchange.
Oh.
Didn't I send you an actual token for Osiris, not just his picture? There we go.
Yes, you did. I just found it.
Hey, look, there I am.
So, all right. So you fired a.
Sorry, Nick. Oh my god.
He keeps calling you Zach.
Well, for one, that and the Goonies
And it's
picture.
not for your
there.
brother.
No, it's literally because of your brother.
Nice.
That and Zach.
Yeah.
Your
It's all
brother
good.
posts, I see your
Oh,
brother posts every day on Facebook.
All right. So, Adam, who did you bless?
I bless the three of us right here.
Those three? Okay. So you. Adine?
Yep.
Adine?
Adine.
Adina? Adine, I was right. And Osiris. Okay. Speaking of that, where is Olivia? Did you send a picture over or no?
I did. I sent it to you on Discord.
Okay. I'll check that in a sec. Okay. Doodaloo. Oh, I see it now. Okay, thank you. All right, so like I said, first session's always a shit show, as Shelby put it earlier. Other than that, off to a good start.
You should see the first episode of
My
Ride
bad.
Frostbane. There was no video.
That's true.
Yeah, that was rough. All right, so Osiris Nezo, you're up.
Yeah. Well, feeling this.
Use the,
Weird
use the normal
sense of,
token for now. I haven't set up the other one.
Oh yeah, so I was like, wait a minute, I can't move that. Okay. I'm going to run up.
Yeah, don't do that.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna go ahead and add my D4 to this just to guarantee that I hit from the blessing I just received. Hold on. Roll.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm obviously gonna just pretend I added a D4 to that. I mean,
It's
you don't need
24.
to. Yeah.
Well, actually,
Yeah, I'd say that's a hit.
hold on. Yeah, 23.
And I'm gonna say that I have a flail, and so I'm gonna attempt to swing at its back to get it to drop the kid it's carrying.
So that's exactly the right amount of damage. So I'm gonna make this smooth for you. Tell me how you killed him in a way that involves you catching the child.
So, oh man. All right. So,
Yeah.
You know he's last minute on the spot shit really throws him
yeah,
off.
this is what gets me. But it's good. I'm gonna try it, practice it. So
I know.
yeah. So I'm
I
gonna
wanna
still
see
go
it.
with I'm still gonna go with the same method. I'm gonna, like I said, come from the side. Assuming the kobold is running carrying the child, I run up and I swing, and the flail spikes right into its back, causing it to, like I said, throw the child forward. And I reach forward and I'm able to catch the child. And I, as the kobold's falling, I pull the flail bolt out of its back, and it just like pulls its spine out with it.
So cool. Whoa! Graphic.
So this child,
That's visceral.
thankfully, because now it's over your shoulder, didn't see that, but this kobold, yeah, is
Thank
now missing his
God.
spine.
Traumatized for life.
Because that horrifying way you just killed him, these two kobolds that could see that go down are gonna roll for Constitution.
All right.
Ooh.
Wow, it's bad. So these two are now starting to back up.
They're like,
Yeah, they're
oh,
both like,
shit.
we're gonna find new targets. This is not fun anymore. All right, so yeah, that kobold is like spineless over there now, and you have a child.
Yep. So they have two of them.
Congratulations.
All right, so oh, that's dead kobold. We'll just remove him from the turn order. Ah, yeah. So the pissing himself kobold is still slowly backing up and heading down the road, and runs into a little gnome. And since he's pissing himself, Gnome Skillet, what are you gonna do to that kobold? Nick?
All right, so
Okay.
for a second, the cobalt came right up on me, so I'd like to potentially engage or potentially move my position behind my partners to establish a better defense. So I think I'm going to initiate from here though with the crossbow, because I have that +4 dexterity, so it should be a good hit if I'm not mistaken. Over.
Yeah, that sounds right. So go ahead and click your
It's like,
crossbow
this
and
is
it'll roll
either
for attack.
like a football or a military thing. It's a
Military.
Oh,
military
Nick's
thing.
military.
Nick's military.
Military.
That makes
Straight
a
up
lot of
military. I was
sense.
thinking about going back behind you guys to set up a defensive perimeter behind you, provide that roll to care, but we'll see how it goes
Oh,
from
God.
here. So how do I do what I want to do?
Okay, so what you do is you click the weapon. You go to your equipment tab on your character sheet, and there should be all the weapons that you have like equipped. If you don't have any equipped, go to oh wait, hang on. Sorry. Go to equipment. Make sure that you have your crossbow equipped, and then go to actions. And you should be able to click the crossbow to do an attack.
Doesn't say he has a crossbow.
Oh, you don't have a crossbow.
He has a dagger.
My
and a
bad.
rapier.
You have a rapier? Yes. That's your other character,
So-
I think. That's your other character.
I have the same sheet pulled up, and it says I got a crossbow and everything, but I'm trying to figure out where I got to click.
For Gnome Skillet?
That's weird. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, Nick, you're you do not have a crossbow.
No, he's seen. He
Is
sees
it in your-
weapons and he sees proficiencies.
Oh, no, go to equipment. That's your proficiency. So you're proficient with crossbows.
So that you can
Oh,
buy
wait,
one.
no,
and
I'm looking
use
at
So
it.
that
that
too.
you can buy one.
What's up?
He can buy a crossbow and use one or find one.
Okay, well, yeah, but he doesn't have one right now, so
No,
what
I
you've got is a rapier and a dagger right now.
Right.
Right, and they are
Where's the equipment tab?
Okay,
these,
so
like, little
over
shield
on that
is
little
right-
window.
like right beneath there. Let's say, but sorry.
Yeah. Below the shield it says armor class. There should be a few tabs. One of them is equipment or spells and actions. So go to equipment, and you want to equip the weapons. If they're already equipped, then go to actions, and you can click your weapons.
All right, hold up.
Gotcha. Take your time. Like I said, the first session's always like this, so we're in no rush. Just getting everything working.
So how do you equip it? Because I got a rapier right here, dude. I'm ready to go.
You technically,
Then go to your actions, and it's equipped. So yeah, go to your actions tab, and then just click the rapier. Click the number under the
Oh
hit
my
DC column. I know, there's a lot. You'll get used to it.
It's easier if you view it like on the website. So, like, if you're, are you like on the app or are you on?
Straight
the
up on
website on your
D&D
laptop?
Beyond right now. Click the rapier, and I have no idea how to equip it.
Are you
I
on
haven't
the
slept
action?
in about
I
36
can see-
hours, so we're gonna.
You're good. I can see your character sheet. You already have it equipped. But yeah, if you there's like the little like sword, like cross sword icon next to the name, like called rapier or whatever, and it should highlight like there should be a little beyond button. You just
DM, can I share my screen to show him?
Yeah, go for it. I'll keep adding people's tokens in.
All right. So,
So look at this
I'm going to
picture
share my
set.
screen, and you're just going to kind of look at that. So right now, I am on your screen.
Yep, hit it,
So
bro.
here you have your leather armor, your rapier, and your dagger all equipped. Here on actions, you
Yeah,
can
dude,
click here to attack, and then when it hits, you can click here to do the damage.
Yep.
Questions, comments, concerns, complaints?
Hey, do it one more time. I have myself minimized. I couldn't do everything.
Oh, okay. So you see the sheet right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So all of your stuff is already equipped, so you don't have to worry about that. So say you wanted to go attack with your dagger, all you have to do is click this icon right here, this +6 to hit, and it'll roll into the other app and show you what it would do to connect it. Say you rolled a 18 and it hits. You then can click roll for damage and it'll actually roll for you.
Alright, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
I will now stop sharing my screen.
All right, I see it. You rolled an 11.
You kidding me, Derek? Dude, all
That's
that
what, like,
work
Welcome to
went
D&D,
Now
man.
you know you're gonna. This is
You could be like the most.
this is literally the
powerful
entire
character. Yeah.
campaign. You're gonna have to do this completely. So this is it's
Like,
gonna
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just
keep
trying
happening.
to figure out
So
position things right
Like
now.
in our other
Yeah.
campaign, like I'm a barbarian, and like it's in like I can hit like a lot and do like a ton of damage, but I will roll like a 2, and it'll never connect, so I never get to do the damage.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a really strong barbarian with 0 hit accuracy.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but when I do hit,
Yeah. This is literally the game. So you will constantly be pressing those buttons based on
I'll
what
tell
you
you,
want to do. So.
You check this for sure, but since you have finesse, that weapon has finesse, you can use your dagger as a secondary attack.
Light. But yes.
Yeah, well, finesse
I
has
mean, is that a
different flavors.
recommendation?
That is a recommendation from the DM. You will not get a lot of them, so take advantage of them. That's not true, actually. Brian can tell you. I give a lot of recommendations.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, go ahead and roll the dagger the same way you roll the rapier. There we go.
there you go.
That is a hit. Roll for damage. So if you click the pink bar on the dagger, it should roll for damage.
There you go.
There we go.
6.
6. So as you miss with the rapier, how did you kill him with the dagger?
We got him flexing the wrong way, dude. So he looked the wrong way. We snuck in with that dagger. We got him on the side, and now he's wincing away. We'll see what the damage is here coming forward. All right.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, you did.
He's dead. You killed him.
He did. Oh, he did.
Right.
That's an official KIA on D&D, bro.
That's right. All right. Now, do you want to move or do you want to end your turn?
Hold up.
Yeah, you can technically move 5 spots.
So I do want to move. How far can I move?
5 spots.
So
You
you're a
have
gnome. You can
5
move 5
spots,
spots.
yeah.
You can move 25 feet per turn. And each of these squares is worth 5
All right,
feet.
so this is straight up. I want to put him right here. That way, if you guys move forward, then I still got all those other things to help you guys out. Over.
All right. So yeah, you guys just witnessed a person who was living here just pop out of a house and stab one of these kobolds in the throat. Take his ass out.
It seems like such a joyful town to live in.
You said
Right?
that get a
Everyone's
bunch of
just ready
treasure.
to help. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Indy apparently ate one of Heather's shoes.
Oh
So we're
no!
gonna kill her later. Yep.
Yep.
So Indy is gonna get eaten. Would anyone like some Chinese food?
I would love some Chinese food.
We're gonna cook some.
We used to joke with Miko and say that we were going to turn him in for 2 Mushu Mikos.
Yeah, that's about right.
Like, at least he'd be a great appetizer. I mean, he was a little
All right.
dog, so.
Looks like it's a kobold.
All right, you selected.
Mhm.
Yes. So let me just. I'm putting Nick's picture in here. Okay.
Also, I'd like to
Save
point out
changes.
that
There we
I'm
go.
no longer in the turn order.
What? How did you exit the turn? Oh, I deleted your tokens.
Wow.
All right, so we're gonna have some fun with that. I'm gonna finish out everything else. Did you go at any point?
Mm-mm. You had a
So
5.
Livy, re-roll your turn, and I'm gonna just let you go next. All right, so I will not be deleting Sakura yet then, because yeah, oops.
But that's worse than before.
Either way, you're going next. So no matter what your current turn order is, just go ahead and go.
Like right now?
Yeah, like that was my bad, and as punishment, you're just gonna go and ignore the turn order for this round.
Well, Adira is going to somersault over here and then cast Thorn Whip at this bitch right here.
Nice.
Ooh, Thorn Whip. Haven't seen that
All right.
flow.
Boom. So that roll is for a 6. So unfortunately, he avoided it.
Yeah. I did it so cool.
You did it so cool, but you tried so much into making it look cool that it just missed and hit the ground.
Bad.
Yep.
She's gonna be the
kobold,
Zac
the
of
kobold
this.
watched it hit about 5 feet in front of it. She was aiming at this guy.
Do you think she's gonna be the Zac of this campaign, where he's always like backflipping and doing shit like that, Derek?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's already obvious.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, last campaign I
So
just
next
used to
up, we have this kobold. So this kobold comes in and swings his dagger at Lion and Swift and misses. Sakura, use your normal token, but you're going to be switched over to your new token in a second here. So this one right here.
Alright, I'm gonna move up. And I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna move up. And I'm going to cast Chill Touch on that guy right there.
It's like Zach's with us.
Ooh, it did not hit. A 7.
Check
Is Zach
the
at least
log.
watching?
Yeah. I don't know if he's watching. I just know that he is not going to be playing today.
From seeing people in chat, no.
Like, currently, yeah.
I like how the name on the map is Blando.
All right, hang on.
So
This is what?
never mind.
Blando. B-L-A-N-D-O.
Didn't actually do anything. Waited a whole hour to cast something. Didn't even hit it.
Sorry.
Only on the
All
first
right,
episode of
so
Crazy
let's.
Westers.
All right, so I'm gonna knock. That's right. Okay, so that's your new one, and now just to set up the last token. First, these first 4 kobolds are gonna come through. All right, so this kobold comes in and swings at. All right, what is happening? I'm hearing like 400 chats.
That's what I was trying to figure out who's getting
Yeah,
those chats.
seriously.
It's not me.
Oh my god.
It's not me.
The only icon that's lit up is yours, Derek.
What is happening? Where are these coming from?
Oh, God.
I'm not seeing any
Technology
new
is
chats
so
coming in.
good.
Either someone is
Anyway,
a part of a popular Discord server elsewhere, or
I'm not getting anything.
All
My
right, so
Star
we're just gonna
Wars
leave.
Discord is
Yeah,
broken.
it can't be.
other
I'm wearing
server-
headphones, so even if I was, y'all wouldn't be hearing it.
yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave all of these other servers that I'm in because I don't really need them anyway. What one's this though? Yeah, I don't need that either. Anyway, also if you hear a sad dog, I'm very sorry to get to hear that, but she was a bad dog.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
She ate shoes.
That's my dog all the time.
There we go. Okay, I just left a lot of different, chats. So anyway, all right. So first kobold comes up, swings a dagger at Nick. Nick, what is your AC? On your character.
What is that?
On your the armor class.
It's like in a little shield shaped box.
Yeah, we're being a little shield above the equipment and stuff.
It's for 15 class.
15. Okay, so that is a hit. So you're gonna take 6 damage. Yep.
What a bummer. Yeah.
Dude, I only have 6 damage. I would have been down.
I know. I was kind of laughing. I looked at that. I was like, "Oh, wow." I thought it was on his sheet. I was like, "Oh, he's already dead."
Nope.
So, all right. Next up, this kobold, who is still also pissing himself, is running away. Still slowly, but he is running away. This kobold is gonna grab him and force him to turn around. So that's his turn. And then this kobold here is coming up and going after Lion and Swift. Comes at her with his dagger and misses.
I'm supposed
All
to
right.
be the person up right now, but my thing
Yep.
got deleted.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna have you all re-roll initiative once I add the last person who doesn't have a token at this moment.
All right. Well, should I just go
So let me
anyway?
Just nope, because we're gonna change the turn order because I screwed it up.
Good job.
Yes, that's how we're gonna handle that problem. All right, and there we go. Okay, so is everyone's token updated?
Yeet.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure
All right,
mine
everybody
was.
re-roll initiative.
That's the thing on the bottom right, correct?
No, initiative should be
Yeah.
right next to your armor class.
It should have like a plus and then
Yeah.
a number in there.
Yeah, so it'll be like
I'm
plus
getting,
4.
yeah, I'm getting.
So it'll be like plus 4 in there.
So
Yep.
my roll 20
boom, boom.
crashed, so I will roll, but I can't tie it to my token.
That's fine. I will roll for you then.
Oh,
I
okay,
rolled
sorry.
a 1
Go ahead.
for initiative.
All right, so I've got Aideen at 12, Magoon at 18. Not seeing anybody else's. Oh, did you guys click your tokens? You did not. Alright, that's fine. I'll put him in.
Mine came up. Or do you want me to reroll or to keep it? I got a
What'd you
15.
get? 15? Alright, hang on. Let me. Osiris Mezzo. Reroll. Man, you would have liked the one I rolled for you, but. No.
Well, I mean, I see that.
Yes, we rerolled initiative. Magoon did come through. Adine did come through. Adine. Norman Nightfoots came through. Sakura did not come through, which we're used to because her thing does not let her.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
All right, so there's an unfortunate factor to that, but you know, since we already had the first round, I'm not even gonna worry about that. All right, so a 1. Who is not on there? Boom, 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 boom. Who am I missing? Gnome Skillet. All right, but I do see yours. It just didn't show up on my turn order. All right. So remember, guys, whenever you roll initiative, whenever you roll anything really, but mainly initiative, make sure you click your token, then roll. That will apply it to the turn order. All right, so we're not going to do tiebreakers. We're going to do everyone who rolled the same number goes at the same time. So Norwin Nightfoot and Magoon Haramak. You guys go ahead and take your turns while a small child runs past Osiris to keep trying to get away from the kobolds.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack this kobold with the longbow again.
All right.
Just
Boom.
gonna
That is a
say it's
hit.
a-
How did
say-
you kill him?
Just a good old headshot.
Nice.
Headshot.
You hear a very quick screech as he just goes down, just right through the eye.
Yeah.
Norwin Nightfoot, what are you going to do?
I am also going to attack with my long.
All right. So hit it. Like this. We're getting moving. All right. So unfortunately, that is a miss. So you send an arrow sailing past. Who were you attacking? This one or this one or this one? Oh, that one? Okay, well, that one unfortunately missed. So, all right. Would you like to move, or is that the end of your turn?
I'm also going to move next to this house here.
Okay. Yeah, your guy can move 7 spaces total.
And then,
So. All right, cool. Is that it?
yes.
All right. Next up are the 17s. So, it's literally just these 2 parents and this kobold. So, Line and Swift. Oh, and this kobold's dead. So, Line and Swift uses her spear on the kobold in front of Gnome Skillet, but misses completely. And then Kuth,
Yeah, that's
Other
a really
parent.
good shot right there. If I were-
yeah, she missed by a lot. He tries to walk up and swing a sort of makeshift club at the kobold and does hit for 4 damage, knocking him not out, but looking pretty rough. Like he's got a broken jaw now.
Ouch.
All right, so this child, taking advantage of all the commotion and fighting, runs further away. That kobold's dead. And Osiris Nezo, you see the child run past you. What do you do?
All right. Have I dropped the other child? Let the other child go yet, or am I still carrying the one?
Yes, you did. He's the one over.
It's this
here.
one. That's what I thought.
He
Okay.
ran away.
I just got criticized for dropping children, but it wasn't what I was doing.
That
Oh
would
my
be
God.
like fine.
It's not literal.
I just got told, guess who's not
This is
holding
like a-
kids for a while. But all right, so I'm going to let's run up to this kobold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and we're gonna go ahead and Swing. Ouch. Massive damage
You
at
are
1.
still blessed, so you do add +4, +3.
Oh, is it not just for 1 turn?
It's concentration up to a minute.
Oh. Okay, so do I have to
Yes,
roll the
but
d4 or
does
did
the
you roll
spell
it?
say
He
It
rolled
doesn't
it.
say
It was
it's
a
a
3.
one-time.
You bless the 3 creatures of choice whenever a target makes an attack roll or a
Oh.
saving throw before the spell ends, so I can add a d4.
nope, you're good.
Which,
All right, so for the next, what's it? Every round is 10 seconds. So, or every round is 6 seconds. So literally for the next 10 rounds, or unless Adam breaks concentration, you're good to go.
okay, so I know that's going to
So
be a
yeah,
miss.
no,
'Cause-
it is a miss. It is just not a critical miss. So you missed so badly, like you stumbled, but by some sheer force of some strange, like essence in the air almost,
Divinity.
you hold on to your weapon and it still just smacks the ground. But you felt like you were about to throw your weapon by accident.
all right.
All right. This child joins his siblings and keeps running away. Adine, you're up.
Edith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get here. That one's closer.
I was about to say, please tell me you're not about to hit the child.
No.
Then I thorn whip this
I'm-
bitch.
I am looking at this fucker right there, and I just flick my hand at him, and I cast Infestation.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need
That
to see
sounds
this spell
gross.
real quick. Infestation. All right, please show me the spell. You can cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one
Ugh.
creature to see within range. Ew. Ew. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction if it can move at its speed. And its speed is at least 5 feet. Roll a d4 for the direction. Alright, so I will take care of that. So first, Kobold.
First, you have to
What's
do a
it? What was it?
con
Constitution save? Here we go. Oh my god, critical fail. So, you're going to double damage on that one.
Nice.
And he doesn't get to move because as he tries to crawl away, you cast the spell so accidentally perfectly targeted that the things are eating away at his eyes.
Beautiful.
So he just falls over screeching and dying.
Mm.
Oh, whoops, wrong symbol. All right. So, with that in
He
mind, he did. Do you want to move? Oh, you already did move. All right,
did.
Gnome Skillet, you're up. You did.
All right, so Gnome Skillet is going to engage the dude right in front of him.
All right.
Hold on. We're gonna go with the rapier first.
All right. That is a hit with the rapier. So roll for damage with that.
Dude, I don't
Roll
know.
for
I don't
damage
know
with
why
that.
it does it twice. I'm still trying to figure that out.
It'll
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
it'll resolve over time, kind of thing. But yeah, he only had 1 health left, thankfully. So how did you kill him with that rapier?
Well, it started from the top of the head and then worked its way to the bottom of the head, and then he fell to the ground. Over.
All right, it's rough.
Yeah, right.
Okay. After you've killed this kobold, would you like to move or do anything else?
Yeah, we're gonna move to the long flank side over here. Hold on. There we go.
All right. Okay. And is that it?
rub his chest.
Nick? Just gotta give it a little
Dude,
itch.
Adam, dude, I was fucking so long, bro. I'm just trying to keep it through for the rest of the night.
All right, so next up, X-Ray Nez, you're up.
Alright, so I am going
All right, hey, real quick though, for my situational awareness, so I killed the dude right in front of me, but there's one dude behind him. So because I used my the main attack with the rapier, could I have actually attacked that dude behind him with the secondary attack?
You could have, but because you chose to attack right there, you would have had to throw it. You could still do that technically.
Yeah. You just had to remember to
Okay.
get it when you're done.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got it now.
All right. Do you want to do that before your turn's over, or do you want to move on to Adam?
Nope. Go to Adam. Adam's got to cover the team now, so I know for the next thing.
All right. Adam, you're up.
So I'm going to move up over here. Seeing all the kobolds, knowing that they're an abomination against my lord, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame and irradiate them. So they have to make a dex save.
Okay. That is a very well aimed one because you're just passing through like 3 of your teammates. So.
No, it's Sacred Flame. It's literally like a holy light that radiates from where I want it to. It's not just like a fireball that I have to throw at it.
And just like that, we were all
right.
thunderwaved.
Just want to confirm that before we go any further.
Thunderwaved in the first episode.
So, that kobold sees
Sacred
the light
Flame
appearing
is
near
the
it
new Thunderwave.
and basically like kicks away at the flame. Like that's how good he just like he kicked sand from where he was standing and put it out.
Okay.
That was over very fast. All right, is that all?
You can't do anything else.
All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this kobold is going to move in, standing over his dead brethren, and using a dagger against Lion and Swift, and that is a hit. She loses 4 damage.
Wait, don't do it. I would like to use my protection. I can wield the shield, and any creature you can see that attacks a target other than me within 5 feet, I can make you roll disadvantage on the attack.
Oh, well, disadvantage is still a 17, so she's still hit for 4 damage.
See, now your rolls are hidden.
So close. You tried. Good effort.
Good tries. All right, so this kobold, who just forced that kobold to go back and fight, comes around the side and fires a slingshot at Kuth, the husband. Misses completely, and it lands right over here. Okay. Now the other kobold, who just watched one of his friends get stabbed, comes charging around, but realizes he's not going to reach the gnome that killed his buddies. Gnome that killed his buddy. So instead, he slashes at Sakura. Sakura, what is your AC?
11.
You know what? Since this is a first episode, I might give you a chance. Roll for dexterity, please.
Sakura, your AC
Like a
is
saving
10.
throw?
That's even worse. Okay, roll a saving throw.
Is it saving throw?
Mm-hmm. Dexterity saving throw. Bless you.
13?
I'm sorry, Sakura. Take 6 damage.
Oh, well, I'm down.
I tried.
Dang it, and my fucking turn is next. I didn't even get to fucking attack anything.
Well, guess what? You do get to do something. Roll a death save.
Yeah, I get
You were
to
the
roll a
first death
fucking
save.
death save.
Oh, that sucks. It's so fast.
Do we have a cleric?
Alright, so for our new players, we do have a cleric. I think. I just don't know.
But do you
Killr?
believe in Odin
Yeah.
and his holy might?
Oh boy.
I don't give a shit about Odin. I care about my life.
I also have argued with that.
Please hold. I'm rolling a d20. Oh, thank God.
All
It's a
right, so
15.
you have one solid save. Okay.
One save.
Norwin Nightfoot, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, and Magoon Haramac. Both of you.
So I'm going to use my longbow.
Okay. All right, you're at point blank with this kobold, so if you fire at him, you will have advantage.
Doesn't need it.
That doesn't need
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah.
fire at.
Yeah, that hits. So
Yeah,
at point blank
so
range,
6
how did you
piercing.
kill that kobold?
While everyone was distracted by the Korra, I took the opportunity to nail him right under his tail.
Going for the spine?
Yikes.
Right in the butthole.
Straight up.
Death
the
by
eye.
butthole. Straight up the butthole.
And,
So good.
Call that a
Nope.
technical round shot.
Yeah, if there's one way to die, that's not the way.
That
to go.
is, I mean, yeah, if you gotta go,
You choose fire at that point.
that's the way.
All right, and Magoon, you're up.
Okay, so is this one dead, or is this just like a
There's
kobold
one
on top of
a
a
dead
kobold?
body.
With one
He
on
is
top. Yeah.
standing over his dead brother.
All right, well, I'm going to take aim, and I'm going to aim right at this guy's head with a longbow shot.
All right, see it, and that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. Got him right in between the eyes.
All right. Yeah, that's dead. That one's dead. Okay, so after this one slashed at Skora, it had a second of like this feeling of before having an arrow go in one eye and pop out the other.
Okay.
And with that, as Lion Swift begins to notice all the kobolds are dying around her, she gets a little invigorated, and she goes with her spear again, and takes this one for 2 damage.
Killing it, Lion.
And Kuth turns and tries to stabilize one of the adventurers that's been helping them this whole time. Let me check what stat is for medicine real quick.
Medicine is a wisdom.
Medicine check.
Wisdom. All right.
Medicine check that ass.
He crit failed, and he actually made you fail a death save.
Yeah, he actually gave you a
No,
death
no,
save
no. It's
fail.
not that bad. But yeah, he wasn't very helpful. All right, so
No, but
this
you
child
need-
runs behind and hides behind Rune. Thank you. All right, and sorry, just give my girlfriend her phone back. Is that a charge? There you go.
What?
Halfway done. Sorry,
Halfway
had
there.
to give Heather her.
So
All right,
this-
and then Osiris Nezo, you're up.
All right, it's just this one's remaining that I can see. So, after my awful fail in protection, I'm going to swing around again, adding 3 to that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, then that's a hit. So this thing just got speared by a broken spearhead, or a broken spear, and as it sort of recovers, because it's like that was nothing. How did you kill it? With a lot
So-
of overkill.
All right, so for we'll say that it, as it was dealing with the spear that was plunged into it, it was looking down, and as it looked back up, it saw my flail coming for its face, and it could not block
Nope.
it.
In the face.
Yeah.
And it could not
So
block it.
your flail hit was so hard, you didn't just break this thing's face open. You see its neck do the slow like, and just like break.
Yes.
Completely.
Break the opposite direction,
complete
like
opposite
the way a neck
direction.
should not go.
And then it died and fell backwards,
Okay.
so that you can see the glory of the many kills you've achieved. And with that, combat is over.
Somebody wanna come heal me over here?
But
Anybody?
we don't have
Alright,
to.
so-
I mean, we really don't have to heal you. You're back up.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just back
you're,
up?
You're all good.
Okay.
You have
one
1
health.
HP.
You have 1 HP, yeah. If
Okay.
combat ends or whatever, yeah, you're back to 1 HP.
I mean, that's more of a me rule, but yes.
Yeah, that's true.
We're actually supposed to make
Alright.
you roll out the rest of your death saves immediately, unless someone's willing to heal you. But yeah, we're gonna play it.
We don't know each other here. It's weird.
Pray to Odin.
Yeah, we're not friends yet. I don't even know anyone's name, technically.
All you know is you just watched me rip a spine out of a kobold, so.
Yeah, I just come back and I'm
To
just
save
like
a child.
Yeah, a bit dark.
laying on the ground.
Right in front of a child.
Yeah, right.
You ripped out a spine right in front of a
That's-
child.
You look old enough to grow up.
Totally forgot there was kids here.
All right, so
He'll be fine.
everyone. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Just gonna roll that. All right, so what do you guys want to do now? The family is recovering. The children have come back.
Say we
Do
head
Do you
into
speak to
town.
the civilians? Do you loot the bodies? Do you head into town?
Oh yeah, we should loot those cobalt bodies.
Yeah, we gotta loot and scoot.
Loot and scoot.
Down for
All
looting
right.
and scooting.
All right, so this is kind of funny, but it actually has a very easy to follow rule in this campaign. You each, since there's 7 of you, find 10 gold.
Woo!
Sick.
The looting of the bodies. All right.
Top
after-
dog, dude. Let's see how we do it.
Okay, so now that you have been saved, the woman walks up to, let's say, who looks the most trustworthy? Actually, since the gnome lives here, walks up to him and is like, "Thank you all so much. How can we repay you? I mean, we need to get to the keep. It's the only safe place in town. They're burning down all the other houses.
Who's they?
These things, and there's cultists in robes everywhere, and dangerous, and there's a dragon, for fuck's sake. There's so much happening, and I just want to get my
Well,
kids
then-
out of here."
Take us to the keep.
Okay. All right, so
We'll escort you.
let me get this next page open because this is important.
Important.
This open. All right, cool. So, all right, so everyone move exactly 10 spaces following her. Take whatever path you want, but just if you're trying to go to the keep, follow her.
8, 9. We hide in the trees here.
You can hide in the trees.
10. Okay, there's my 10.
All right.
I gotta stand next to whoever that person is. Oh, there you go.
10 spots was in front of her for me, so.
Perfect. All right. One sec. Just gonna, add some bad guys.
Yeah, bad guys.
Man. A mower?
Yep. All right. So,
More people to decimate.
I'm gonna roll this.
Wait, did we get anything from looting and scooting?
Yeah, we got the 10 gold.
Yeah,
you got
you
10
got
gold.
10 gold.
Oh yeah, if you don't know how to add
So
your
if you
gold,
go in your-
Yeah, I can
So
do
if
that.
you go to equipment, the equipment tab, on the right side,
Yep, I'm here.
there'll be like
Currency.
a red lined box that'll say manage equipment.
No, don't do
Don't
that.
do
Don't do that. Just click
Don't
on
do
the one that
that.
says currency. There's a little box above it that says currency.
Where?
Yep, I got currency.
You can,
Oh, you can just
15.
click that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can click that.
Oh,
toggle
I
up
did
and-
not know that.
And then you
Yeah.
type 10 under
Find new
gold,
stuff.
and then click the green add button.
Thanks, guys. You just taught me something. I've been doing the roundabout
Yeah,
way
there
the
we
whole
go.
time.
All right, so as you guys turn the corner, you see a couple of kobolds, you know, doing their own thing. What are you gonna do? You wanna attack them, sneak past them?
I wanna
bluff 'em,
sneak.
fake it. What you know? You wanna sneak?
Yeah, I want to sneak up
All
to
right.
like this building right here with cover.
Oh, okay. Roll for stealth.
Oh wow.
Rough.
Yeah, I'm +5 and I rolled
Alright,
this out
so-
too.
They hear you cross that river for sure.
Yeah.
You're just like, wee, water! Splash, splash!
So she hears all the sloshing and starts coming over here and notices you. You
Can
have
I-
one reaction. Go.
Okay. Can I equip my short swords? Can I equip my short swords and attack him with that?
Yes.
Okay. So there's that. And that damage.
Alright, so go ahead and try to hit him with one. Alright, so you killed him pretty quickly. Roll for stealth again, though. Was it a stealthy kill?
Right. There
There
you
we
go.
go.
It was a very stealthy kill.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so I
right before she screamed. Go
what was
ahead.
that? Oh, okay. So it's kind of like Assassin's
Go ahead.
Creed where I stab him and then I pull him back into like a hay bale or something.
Alright, so you put him behind this house, and he's dead.
Kill from around the corner. It's a real thing.
So, yep. Alright, so everyone feel free to move, but if you move across the river, you will need to roll for stealth.
I'm not doing
Now,
that.
it's still your
I'm-
choice. You can attack these kobolds. Yeah, you can attack the
Stop it.
kobolds,
We have to
or
go
you
across the
can...
river, so
He already
Yep.
crossed the river.
I know. But if
I-
we all cross the river, we're gonna make sound too. So
I have it. Well, I say I have
roll
it.
for stealth.
So.
Yep.
So,
Magoon, roll for
on
stealth
my
again.
sheet, I have a +4 on stealth. So can I move and roll for it?
What'd you say?
I have a +4. So how do I roll for stealth?
Click on the little
So
number
just,
there.
you should just be able to click on that +4, and it'll roll it. Ooh. Oh, that's sleight of hand. All right.
One underneath of it.
So
You splash that water.
Hold on.
There you go.
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
All right. I'm gonna call it your mulligan for that one, because that was a crit fail. I was about to make you really fall
Yeah.
over the.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you in like a week. So yeah, you give me that mulligan there, Derek.
Everybody gets
I
one.
got you. All right. So Magoon, roll for stealth again because you're moving up closer to the kobolds. Adine, also roll for stealth because you stepped into the river. And Nick, you made it across the river. Magoon did not. And this kobold right here. Oh, whoops! I meant to ping you. Not this kobold right here saw you.
Can I really quick attack him
at
with a
least
longbow?
Magoon. All right, you can try.
All right.
Adina, you made it through the river stealthily. Ooh,
I
you
rolled a
missed.
10
So
for
Magoon,
stealth.
and yeah, so you were heard, but it doesn't matter because they are both now on Magoon. So Magoon, roll for initiative. And anyone who would like to back him up now that you see the commotion.
I rolled a 14.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Michael.
let
My
me
friend Michael's
roll it.
watching, guys.
Hi.
What's happening?
Hello.
My friend Michael's watching our stream.
Nice.
Did he
Thanks
call
for
you
tuning in.
Dad?
Yeah, he does call me Dad.
I want to say, I feel like there's a story behind this, but what?
Yeah.
It's for after dark. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right?
All right, so everyone who was willing to help him has rolled then? Or is able to help him?
I believe so.
Did I forget a child? Oh no, I forgot her husband. Ah,
He had a
You know,
broken leg.
important.
So-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold us
this
back.
kobold, seeing his teammate almost get attacked, rolled a critical, by the way. So he comes up and swings not once, but twice at you. What is your AC?
14.
So first one hits, take 5 damage.
All right.
Second one, oh my god, also hits, so take another 3 damage.
All right.
His plan
Oh
Cool.
shit, I'm at 1 hit point.
Man, if this was...
Oh,
Yeah, not doing it on purpose.
I know what I'm gonna do.
All right.
All right.
So Osiris Nezo, you're up.
All right. How do I want to do this? Okay. So I am going to cross the river now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to run right
Okay.
up here. 5. I got 6 moves, right? Yeah, 6. And
Yep.
Hold on. What is? I'm trying to. I read all these because I wanted to know what they all mean. What does ready mean again in 5 or whatever? As far as I can like prepare to get attacked, right?
It's like bracing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready. Sometimes you want to jump. Blah, blah, blah.
So yeah, if someone's gonna hit you, it's hang on, I'm trying to look at your stuff right now. Actions.
No, you're good. I was trying like it's your basic action move. You can like ready yourself or
Oh.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ready. Sometimes
I'm
when
just
you
reading
want to
it
get
up.
the jump on a foe or wait for a particular circumstance before you act. When the trigger occurs, you can either take your reaction right after. Okay, so yeah, so this is like when we tell people like to wait for their turn.
Right.
Like if you say you want to stall your turn till later, this is what ready is. So ready is like setting a trap, but it's a trap that's, you know,
So I've already
more
moved, so I
literal.
can't.
Like
No,
come at me.
Right. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is
So
if I
since
come
you
here
already
and
moved,
I wanted to come here and
yeah, that's
basically,
an action in combat.
right. And I was basically going to be like shout to try and get the other kobold's attention, so that way it would come after me, comparatively to anybody else.
Oh man, you're gonna really laugh when we get to that kobold, if we get to him.
All right.
All right, you are ready to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Axray Nez, you're up.
Alright. So I am going to move forward, not giving a damn about stealth.
Yep.
Spewing curses at these vile creatures, and I am going to actually pull from my elf ancestry and fire a firebolt.
Nice. Roll for damage. So as your one teammate prepares to face off against this kobold, you take that joy away from him and kill him. How?
By casting the fire, it embraces his whole body, covers everything, it singes him. You see bits of his flesh actually melt off his bones, and as he falls to the ground, just ashes start to scatter.
Jesus. Okay then. So as Osiris has to brace himself for this like almost like blue-balled moment, Sakura, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move up here. And I'm going to use no within 10 feet am I am within 10 feet, hell yeah. I'm gonna use poison spray on this asshole right here.
Okay.
Which he needs to make a con save of 14.
Okay. Kobold. Con save 14. He failed. How much damage did he take?
He took 9 damage.
Jesus. So as he's getting ready to enjoy his victory over slashing Magoon twice and getting ready to do it again, he just starts coughing unbelievably. And as you see him just sort of like kneel down, he looks over at you and looks you in the eyes as he just coughs out his last breath.
I smile a little bit.
Terrifying. All right, so these kobolds are dead.
Alright.
And that's the end of that combat. All right, so...
Can I cast a spell while we're not in initiative?
Absolutely.
I'm going to cast False Life on myself
So
so that I can
HP?
have some temporary hit point. Yeah, just some temporary hit points. So I gave myself 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Can I search for anything in all these like houses? Or are they all burning?
No, all these houses are basically just call them sources of light because they're literally all on fire.
Okay,
They're big lanterns.
just check.
Yeah, they're big lanterns. They're the only sources of light in this place besides your dark vision. All right, so as you guys have done that, the mom and the whole family start running up, and they're like, "Oh, thank God! Like we don't ever really have a way to get away from those." And as you guys pull up to the keep,
Jesus
you
Christ!
see a group.
They came.
I'm
They
sorry,
came
one of them-
up in formation. They were like,
Yeah, so they
here to ruin your day.
one of the cultists looks at you, their leader, and steps forward and says, "You mind letting us in?"
Looks at who? Me?
I guess Magoon, since he's in front.
Oh, okay.
And they asked me what? Like,
Mind letting us in? It's a very sarcastic, like,
Oh,
"Hey, can you open the
Come
door
let me
for us?"
Like, no, fuck you.
yeah. I'm just gonna say, well, no. And if you really want to do it this way, you're gonna have to go through me. So.
Oh,
He starts to laugh,
Sweet
and so do the
Jesus.
others. And everybody roll for initiative.
It is 10:30. I'd like to point that out.
I was about to say we're going
Oh, no,
late
don't
today.
worry. We're just
Wait.
rolling for initiative.
You don't have to turn her out.
Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't. All right, now delete everyone. Roll again.
Oh, baby, come on. That was cocked. God
Yeah, I
damn
did.
it. I rolled a 4.
All right, and as everybody rolls for initiative. All right, what'd you roll? A 4?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll everyone's initiative, and then we're probably gonna call it for the night.
Woo!
all right.
All right, so
That was fun.
as the adventure closes, you guys find yourselves facing 4 cultists, 5 kobolds, 1 which has wings, or 6 kobolds, 1 which has wings, and
Ah,
yeah.
Jesus.
it's gonna be
And
fun.
we're only getting started.
And we're only level.
And we're only
This is-
level 1.
And we're all
Don't worry.
Me and Adam both, we're only level 1.
Now that
Right.
everyone actually knows how to like play, at least with like the systems that we have in place, it'll at least be like much smoother next session. But next
Yeah.
session
Everyone knows what
is
what buttons to push.
Right, next Tuesday we resume our
everyone knows the buttons.
Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign.
Yeah.
So we'll actually,
So we'll see Nick and Alexis in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, Nick is in the other one because remember he was our first subscriber.
yeah, that's true.
Oh.
he'll be joining
Okay,
in
so we'll see
too.
Alexis in 2 weeks.
Thanks again for that.
Yep.
So with that,
Did you have
Alright.
fun?